ukulele friends out there, and welcome to today's lesson on how to play What's Up by Four Non-Blondes. In this video I will show you how to play this song with 3 easy chords, and I will also be teaching you how to play the original strumming pattern. Before we get into that, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any future ukulele videos on this channel. And with that being said, let's get started with the lesson. So first of all, let's take a look at the chords that we will need to play this song. We have the G major chord with your second, third and first finger. Then we have the A minor chord. In this song I recommend playing it with your first finger on the 4th string, because this will make the chord change a little bit easier. And then we have the C major chord with your 3rd or your 4th finger. I will use the 3rd finger. And those of you who would like to play a little bit of an intermediate to advanced version, they can also add the C sus4 chord. So this is basically like a C chord, but you add your first finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string. Now let's take a look at the strumming pattern. In this song we have a 2-measure strumming pattern that consists of 2 different patterns, and this is what the first pattern sounds like. So we play down, down, up, down, down, up. So this is the first measure. If we count, it would be 1, 2 and 3, 4 and. So first of all you should practice this strumming pattern. In the second measure the strumming pattern sounds like this. Down, up, down, up, up, down, up. Or if we count, it would be 1 and 2 and 4 and. So now practice that strumming pattern. And finally we want to combine both strumming patterns. So we play down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up. Or if we count, it would be 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and. So that's what you should practice first of all. You should be able to play this strumming pattern a few times in a row. Now let's take a look at all the chord changes and at the chord progression. So we start with the G major chord and we play the whole strumming pattern once per chord. We play down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now we change to A minor. We move the first finger from the 3rd to the 4th string. 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and. Now we change to the C chord with the 3rd finger. 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and. And while playing the C chord, I'm actually preparing my 2nd finger on the high string. So the change from C to G becomes a little bit easier. So that is something you can do as well. So while playing the pattern on the C chord, I already place the 2nd finger where we need it when we play the G chord. So 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and G, 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and. And then the whole chord progression is repeated again. So it's played in the introduction, in the verse, in the chorus, during the guitar solo. You basically keep playing this chord progression throughout the whole song. So let's play it once more together from the beginning to the end. We start in G and we go 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and. So that's basically how you can play the whole song. Now I would like to give you a few extra tips on what you can do to make your playing sound more like the individual recording. So the first tip would be to use a capo on the 2nd fret. So if you have the capo on the 2nd fret and you play the same strumming pattern, the same chord progressions like this and so on, then you can actually play along with the original recording. And by the way, I put the link in the video description below, so just click on it and jam along with the original track if you want to. One other thing that I've noticed when listening to the recording is that when the strumming pattern comes in for the very first time, they are actually skipping one upstroke. So this is how it sounds in the beginning of the song. They play 1, 2 and 3, 4 and then they play 1, 2 and 4 and. So they're basically skipping the upstroke on the one end. So again, 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 4 and. So I don't know if they were doing this on purpose or if it just, accidentally happened. However, this is something that I noticed. So if you want to play your version close to the original, then you can think about doing that as well. And the last thing I want to point out is that in the end of the song, when the chord progression and the strumming pattern appears for the last time, you only hear guitar and voice in the recording. And the guitarist actually changes to the so-called shuffle rhythm. So shuffle rhythm means that whenever you have 2 8th notes, you play the downstroke a little bit longer and the upstroke a little bit shorter. So this is what it would sound like when we use the strumming pattern. So it would be 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 4, and. So that's what's happening when the whole chord progression appears the last time. So let me play this for you again. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 4, and. So this gives a little more swinging feeling to the whole thing. And another thing, when the C major chord comes in at the last time, we actually add a C sus4 chord to it. And let me show you in detail how this works. So when we have the C chord, we play the first measure as it is. We play 1, 2, and 3, 4, and. And then in the second measure, we play 1 and 2 and. So on the 2 and, when we play the upstroke, we go to the C sus4. So we add the first finger on the second string. 1 and 2 and 4 and. And when we are on the 4, we come back to the regular C chord. 1 and 2 and 4 and. So those of you who are intermediate and advanced players can try out to add the C sus4. 1 and 2 and 4 and 1. And the song finishes with a downstroke on the G chord. You just play the 1, the downstroke, and this is how the song is finished. So let me play the end bit again for you. In fact, let's do the whole chord progression in, as I mentioned before, the shuffle rhythm. So we go 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 4, and 1. So if you want to spice up your playing, this is how you can practice the end bit of the song. So I hope you guys enjoyed this lesson. If you did, then please make sure to give this video a thumbs up. And please let me know in the comments below which song would you like to learn next. If you haven't already done so, then please also subscribe to the channel, and I'm looking forward to seeing you very soon again in one of my future videos. Goodbye.